Thanks for calling. It's Brian Terry, and who am I speaking with?
This is D.
Like D-E-E?
Like D-E. It's Denisha, but D is much easier.
All right, D it is. Great. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
My daughter's hearing is coming up in about 2 weeks. She's 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She has severe scoliosis. We used one of these very large lawyers to help us through the process. Initially, we had a girl who was great. If we ever had a question, she would she would immediately answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
If anything was coming up, she would just update us, hey, it's been this long, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. She left that company. I heard from one lawyer months ago who basically went through some steps of the upcoming hearing and then realized it was in person, and he goes, that's hundreds of miles from me. It's not worth my time. Someone else will go. Okay. Now we can't hear from anyone. No one's returned my calls from there. And with the hearing coming up, I was wondering, should my daughter write a letter to the judge saying this is exactly how it affects me every single day, or should we just go and see what the judge asks? Is there anything we can do in the interim to help her case?
Yeah, you know what I just covered in this event, that one-page legal brief?
Yeah.
I would definitely do that because I don't know. You don't know or have any certainty about your attorney or representative or what they're going to do. And submitting a personal testimony is totally fine. That's exactly what this is. So this would be a good application for it. Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I had to make sure. And it's so frustrating because, I had a wonderful person there and they just say, oh, well, she quit.
Okay.
She's not with us anymore. And it's like, I don't know how to proceed. I don't even know if we have an attorney for it because nobody has called back.
Okay, so let's do this. I'll spend a few minutes on this one because I want to help your daughter out. And we could use this as an example. So the approval criteria for children's benefits is different. But I am going to just on the screen here, I'll just create an example and then you can watch the replay and grab it back.
Good, because
your
I
daughter
walked away
is
from the screen. I didn't want an echo.
Okay, your daughter is 15?
Yes.
Okay. And for 15-year-olds, it's not proving that they can't do any job. And I don't do this type of work, so I'm just going to take a stab at it. I'm not able to have normal functionality. I'll just use that.
Yeah. For example, she missed 45 days of school last year. Not last year, the year before. And the year she just completed, she missed 24 days.
Okay, stay with me on this. I'm going to come back to that.
Okay.
How long has she had functional challenges, like date-wise?
Since she was, since 2021.
Can you give me a month?
I'm going to say, let's just say April.
April 2021. And what's the primary condition or conditions?
Severe scoliosis.
I'm going to try to spell this. This is going to entertain people. It'll correct itself. Scoliosis. Maybe you know how to spell it.
SCO.
Yep.
LIOIS. I have to write it down.
I think I got it. Okay. No, I didn't. Okay, I got it. I have it corrected.
Got it?
Are there
Okay.
other conditions or just scoliosis?
We found out she has gait issues. She's always walked on her tippy toes. We thought it was to correct to look as though she doesn't have a curve. Turns out she has limb differences. One leg is longer than the other.
By how much?
By about 1.5 centimeters. So it's not significant, not hugely. And she also has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Okay. I'm going to come back to
So those are the two.
I'm going to come back to the limitations in a minute. And is she, what kind of doctors is she treated by? Primary care doctor? Like, is there a spine specialist? Is there?
Yes. She goes to it's about 200 miles from us, a major Shriners Children's Hospital.
Okay. How do you spell Shriners?
And SHRINERS.
Okay.
And she sees the head of the orthopedics department there.
Do you know the name?
Sam Donnie.
Sam spells his last name how? D-O?
SAMDANI is the last name.
Okay. How many medications is she taking, if any?
She is only taking ibuprofen or Tylenol because all the other prescriptions she's tried makes her extremely nauseous.
Okay.
She's had them prescribed in the past, and she kind of I'm trying to get her to the point of, like, if you're in extreme pain, the IB and her doctors are agreeing, these are not cutting it, but she's 15 and she refuses.
Oh, I have children. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, now
we're when they have a bad experience, it's hard to get them to try that again.
Okay, now we're going to move on to limitations. All right, so what about just straight standing? If she was going to stand for, how many minutes could she stand for?
Annie, what's your max standing limits? Would you say like 20 or more, like less than that?
20-ish minutes.
She says hi. She
Hi,
says
Annie.
maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like 20-ish minutes, she said, but I have it. That's a great day.
Okay, and what about like sitting? Any limitations?
That's the other one. Yes, she can only sit for so long before she has to get up and reposition or stand.
We need a specific on it though. So when you say so long, that could mean a day, a month, a year,
15
right?
15 minutes.
Okay.
After every 15 minutes, she has to adjust her seating position.
Okay. Those of you listening out there have any comments or suggestions or blessings for Annie, you can put them in the chat. Okay, so gait issues. How do the gait issues like limit a normal like mobility? Can you help me understand that? Other than the sitting and the standing?
She tiptoe walks, and that
Okay.
just trying to think, like, it's what we have always done is focus on what she could do versus what she can.
Good for you.
Which I've realized now is a mistake when it comes to applying for Social Security. So, even her friends have made so many adjustments. Like, her friend came over the other day. They walked halfway. They were probably going, 500 feet up the road. and they
Mhm.
had to stop twice because
Mhm.
her back hurt.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So let's pivot a bit then. What about sleeping with the pain? Are you able to get, is Annie able to get a normal night's sleep?
No.
So how many
No.
hours on average?
I would say she sleeps maybe 2-3 hours straight before she wakes up, and it's going to take her another hour or two to fall back asleep.
Okay. Um, are there any
That
other?
is something nobody has ever asked us before, and I just realized that was probably very crucial information.
Yeah, I mean, you're not able to concentrate if you can't sleep. I mean, maybe some
No,
can. It
no,
doesn't work for me. Um,
no.
are there other limitations, like any lifting limitations?
Yes, she can't carry more than about 5 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
which makes an issue for school and the way they're set up.
Okay. Okay. Any other like standout limitations? I mean, you'll be able to craft this on your own. I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
Um,
The major ones for, like, a 15-year-old girl is brushing her hair, bringing the hairbrush up and over the crown of her hair causes her
okay.
pain.
Okay. So is it the extension of the arm that is causing
Yeah.
pain on the
And then
back? Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right. If you're listening out there, well, I hope you are, if you're tuned in, this is hopefully you can use this kind of question process on your own situation for your disability approval or to craft your own commercial to help you keep your benefits.
And there's other ones like tying her shoes. She can't bend down to touch her toes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So she has to sit down, get in a proper position before she can even tie her shoes. So it's like if you're out and about, she can't just bend down and tie her shoes if it comes untied.
Okay. Okay. So I am going to put this into the prompt. Do you know who the judge is?
Let me see.
And is it Anne? Is that how she spells her name?
Annie.
Okay, Annie, all right.
Annie, where is that paper that we just got with the confirmation of the judge? Bear with me. I have all of it together in one spot, and of course, the one I'm looking for is not easily.
Somebody moved your spot, D.
We were looking for a separate paper the other day, wouldn't you know? It's in Wilkes-Barre. It is a woman. I am trying to remember her name.
What? How about this? You can come back to that. What is the date of the hearing?
The 27th.
Okay, so it's August 27th. Okay.
Yes.
Are you a member here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I found out about today's live. I got the email, and then I was like,
Okay.
oh, goodness, it's 3. I got to get to do this.
Okay, good. So I'm going to put this into the prompt, and then I will actually save the final product, and you can contact our support desk, and they will get this version of it back to you. So I'm going to put it into Chat GPT.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I found the notice of the hearing, and I'm trying to see where it states the judge's name.
Bottom, at the very bottom. Okay, for those of you watching out here, I'm scrolling through the information that Dee provided me, put into a prompt so that a letter can be submitted to the judge on Annie's behalf. Okay, so I will swipe this and save
And I have
it.
one more. I have one question that we're wondering if it's going to reflect upon her negatively.
Okay, let's try that out.
She, despite missing so much school and leaving school early on numerous occasions, she's maintained a 4.0 in all high honors class.
All right, everybody, shout out for Annie.
Yeah. We are very proud of that because, you know, they're able to do everything online now. And her teachers have been excellent with allowing her the time to catch up, or, you know, normally things have to be turned in by 2:00, and they let her turn it in later in the day, like if she's having a very bad day.
Okay.
But when we did speak to that lawyer, he goes, was literally upset about that and goes, well, if she's not 2 years behind, we can just forget this.
I have a different opinion. So the
Okay.
the work that she's doing is she's allowed to do it with special accommodations.
Yes.
So you need to really zero in on the special accommodations, and I would include that in your letter. You know, although Annie is attending school and doing very well, she's received some, make sure you use the word special accommodations.
Okay.
And that have allowed her to do work from home, etc.
Yeah.
And I want to just like pivot for anybody listening out there that is in the adult application environment. Same thing with work. I mean, some people work, but they have special accommodations like Annie has for school. So yeah. All right, and let's see here. I was gonna say your phone number. I'm gonna just see if your phone number is tied to a membership, and then I can make sure I can be proactive and have this sent to you. But was there anything else on your mind?
No, that was the main thing, is should she submit something before the actual hearing? Because I just felt like we can convey the issues, especially like after speaking to that lawyer. I felt we could, you know, help give the judge a better idea of who she is and what goes on day to day.
Yeah. I found your membership. The first part of your email starts with ROSE. Is that correct?
That's me.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to give our team instructions to send this to you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you. I'm sorry for your challenges with, you know, others out there, but glad you stopped by. I would love to have you call back in with, or definitely let us know about the results of this. That would be great.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And again, congratulations to Annie for her academic achievement.
Yeah.
I received a 4.0 as well, but I had to get a 2.0 plus a 2.0 to get to the 4.0 when I was in school. So I just went about it.
You're gonna like that one on the replay.
I just went about it differently, Annie. Please don't. Please don't judge me. All right, Dee Dee. Great. You have a wonderful day.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. You all have a great day.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Okay. All right. Bye.